Hello, and this will be a complete tutorial on how to flip on Skinport for beginners. So check the timestamps in the description or on the video timeline, and let's just get into it. Now, first off, why trust me? Well, this is my sales, so I've sold around 10,000 of skins and purchased around 9,000 of skins. If we take a look, you can see my recap. Now I haven't flipped that much in 2023, but if you want, you can pause. Now, let's just go to the chapters. This is what I'm gonna talk about. And I have one bonus method for you guys, which not a lot of people use and can bring you some good profit. So, account setup. You probably already know what Skinport is if you search for this video. So, just log into your account and then you should create a seller account. So, if you're here and you go to seller account, then you should create an account and it will look like this. So you will have all these levels. This is basically if you sell this amount of euros in skins or your currency, then you need to have this verification. Otherwise, you can't send the money to your bank account. On Skinport, you can only send money to your bank account. So put in all your information like this. Add your account. I have 3 accounts. You need to do like the trade links, the Discord, everything. Put that in. Oh, yes. Then you need to verify the personal data, which is an ID card. This can be of your parents or it can be your own, but you have to be 18 years older. Pretty quickly, wait 1 day and it will probably be verified. In the green area, the thing will be for you, but I already did it, so it won't show for me. Then you verify the bank account. So if you want to sell more than 5k euros, which is pretty often going to happen. It's pretty likely to happen, I mean. But let's say you're in a country where 10 euros is like 10% of your monthly wage, then I can understand you only need 0 to 1k or 1 to 5k. So that could be possible. Now, if you verify your bank, then you need to ask your bank for a bank statement, or you can just you can always share a transaction and they won't see your account balance or any personal data, but the thing will also be here and it will show you what you need to do. Pretty easy. Now, understanding payouts. This is not that complicated actually. So as you can see, once you sell skin, it will be right here. And if the money is still being sent, you know, like banks from banks, I don't know, but there's just a waiting day. Usually it's 1 to 2 days, sometimes within like 12 hours, but it will first be pending. And when it's on the Skinport bank account, then it will be right here and they pay out every day, or like, okay, you can choose when you want to pay out. So if I go to my seller account, I've blurred my bank account right here. You can choose daily, weekly or monthly. So as you can see, it will say your next payout will be on this type. And you have here your bank account, your primary bank account. That's basically how it works. Now, one thing to mention about this balance is you can't use this to purchase skins, so it has to go to your bank account and then you can purchase skins again. Alright, here we have the fees. Now the fees are not that complicated. What is the fee? Well, if you sell any normal skin worth approximately less than 1000 USD, then the sales fee will be 12%, which is a lot, I agree. But if you sell a skin that's worth more than 1000 euros, it will be 6%. So, little less fee. And if you make a private sell, it will be 2%. Now let me just show you the website. So here we will see public sell. So this basically means if I go, okay, and I just do, for example, this skin, put it up for sale, you will see that sell fee is 12%. Now if I put 1k, you will see fee is 6%. So this is depending on your currency. Here I will leave this site in the description. For example, here's euro, less than 1k is 12%, more than 1k, let me take a look, is 6%. Now, this is not updated to private because the private sales fee is 2%. How does this work? Well, you can choose here public or private. If you do private, only someone with the link can see your message, can see your skin. So this means that only if you send this to someone, then there will be a fee of 2%. Now, if you just put it private and you think it's gonna sell without sharing the link, no, it's not gonna sell. So you have to promote this link somewhere in order for someone to buy. Now, maybe the most important thing, which is why people buy. Now, basically, the thing is people only buy tradable skins. That's really how people make money on Skinport. So let me just give you an example. If I go to the market and let's go to the red line, popular skin, probably already know it. Let's go to field tested, cheapest only. You can see 11.47 euros. If I go to the latest sales, you can see 14, 11, 13, 16, 13, 13, 13. Okay, why does this happen? If I take a look and I'm a buyer, I'm gonna take here. I need to wait 7 days. If you want a skin, you want it instantly. Like, you don't want to wait. You ever wanted to buy a skin somewhere, you're just gonna buy this one, which is tradable. Because you want to trade it right away to your Steam account. You want to play with the skin. If you want a skin, you're gonna want it right now. So that's why you take the advantage of that, and you're gonna put your skin up for sale once it's tradable on Skinport and put it up for 13. And you can see people actually buy this for 13 euros. Now, this ones, I don't know if they're tradable, at least it has a low float, but most, like I would say at least 70% are tradable. So if I just take a look at something like, I go to factory new, 6.17 euros, 6.66, 7.90, around that. We can see it sells for 7, 7, almost 7, 6.6. It doesn't sell for 6.17. Like, this is just the proof that it sells for the tradable price. You can basically check this with any items, and I will say it is true. Really quick, Motoglass Polygon. 150 is cheapest, 170 is cheapest tradable. Let's go here, latest sales, 170, 170, 170, 170, 150, 150. So that just shows what I'm telling you. Since you now know why people buy items, it's much easier to price check them. So where should you take a look at? Well, take a look at the past sales, how many are selling, and at which price. What is the price currently? And check the Steam price and buff price. Now, those last two are optional, but are very important if you make large decisions. Okay, so you see a suggested price of 189 euros. Now, this price is from the Steam price. So if you click on compare on any skin, you will see it's around 200 euros. And Skinport is this like bot system, and it calculates, okay, the suggested price would be around 198 euros if you would buy it via Steam. Now, that's pretty good because this is 203. Okay, what you do in order to check at the price of like a skin, like is it profitable to flip and stuff, you need to take a look at what price does it sell for. So we're gonna just go to the latest sales. First of all, I always go to the sales history and I check, okay, how many times a day does it sell. So for a skin that is 150 euros, it sells very often, which is like 4 or 5 times every day. That's pretty good. Okay, so I know the volume, 4 or 5 times. That's good. Then I take a look at the price. 177, 170, 170, 200, which is from the low float. 180, 170, 200, 200, which is probably from the low float. If you see a price that is very, very high, it's probably from something else. Then I take a look, 150, 150. So somewhere between 150 and 170, that should be the price. Then I take a look at the skin. So if I go to see all 110 items, I just go to field tested. Okay, cheapest is 150, tradable 170. So I know that this thing is gonna sell for the latest tradable price, because I have proof that it sells for that price. So I know this price item is around 170 euros. And that's pretty fair, because if we take a look at the price from Steam, we can see that it is 200. So that's a little bit higher than the price on Skinport. Now, why is this important? Let's say that the skin on Steam is 150 euros. Then probably the suggested price is gonna go down soon, because the bot is gonna calculate, oh, the Steam price is actually lower, and then the percentage of the discount is lower and less people are going to buy for this price. Basically, that's how it's going to work. Now you can also check buff if you would like. So let me just, but the buff doesn't really matter. The only thing that with buff is, let's say that this skin is like 90 euros on buff, which it isn't, which I already thought. $155, around 130 euros, then let's say it will be 90, then probably a lot of people are gonna flip the skin and sell it here and the price is gonna go down. That's just something to keep in mind, but I hope that you understand how you can price check these items and it will only sell for the tradable price, which is 170. You can also do this with play skins. Let me take a look at this AK headshot. Okay, I first 12 and 14, then I click on a random skin. How much times sells a day? 20 times, 10 times, pretty good. I look here, 15, 13, 15, 15, 15. Okay, the price is basically 14.80, so I can sell it at 14.50 right now. Boom, easy. Hello, and here's editor Sean, and I'm just gonna tell you one thing that I didn't really say in the video, just quickly. That is, how do you know if you have profit and how much profit do you want? Well, I can say you want at least 5% of profit and aim for around 5 to 10%. Somewhere in the range is good, depends on your strategy, but how do you calculate how much profit you have and how much percentage that is? Basically take the selling price. So let's say I'm gonna sell the skin for 25 euros. You're gonna put 25 minus the fee, in this case 12%. So 1 minus 0.12 is 0.88. If you have 6%, you do this, 2% do this, basic maths, you do that. Then this is what I'm gonna end up with after tax. So I'm gonna get 22 euros after tax. Remember that, now we're gonna get the number, so 22. And we're gonna do it minus the buy price. So let's say that our buy price was 21. We're gonna have 1. And this is our profit. But now we only know the absolute number. If you want to know how much percent profit we have, which is the most important, because you need to have 5%. I mean, you can buy a skin of 1000 euro and make 10 euros and you think, oh, I have good profit, but that's only 1%. So that's how to calculate the percentage. You do 100 divided by the buy price, which is in this case 21, is this, and then times how much profit did you make. Now that was 1 euro, let's say it's 2 euro, you do it times 2, and you say equals, and this is the percentage. So in this case it's 4.8%, which is okay, it's not good. But that's like how you calculate it, so I'll just get back to editing the video and thank you. Now, let's take a look at the first method in order to make money. Now, this method you probably already know, but I got a secret which makes it a lot easier. So basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna snipe skins like this, which has a low discount, I mean a high discount, and then you're just gonna resell them to the platform. Now, what is the benefits of this? You will buy a skin on Skinport, and the skin on Skinport will still be in the bot's inventory. And then you sell it, and you only have to wait 7 days or 8 days in order for it to become tradable. So you save a lot of time, and the profit can be around 10%, which is really good if you get it every 8 days. Now for this, what you're gonna do is you're gonna snipe. So you're gonna go to the market, and then you're gonna go to newest. Or you could also first check highest discount and then try to make some money from here. But the best thing is to snipe skins from the newest page. Although I have made a little bit from this. You could flip these low money skins, maybe this one. But usually people already buy the stuff that is in the high discount sector. But you can try it. I don't recommend it. Now, what you're gonna do for the method is gonna go to newest, click on live, and now you will see live all the skins that people will sell on Skinport. So as you can see, if I just wait here, boom, new skin. And basically what you're gonna do is if you see a skin that has a high discount, you're gonna click right here, add to cart, go to your cart, view cart, click these things, proceed to checkout, and then you're gonna pay for the skin. Now what people do is they go to live, and then once they see a skin, they will click on pay, but they won't pay yet. So I can show you this. Okay, so pretend that this skin of 19.99 is a very high discount, and I'm gonna snipe it real quick. So add to cart, then you're gonna go like this, proceed to checkout. I'm gonna put in my bank and continue. And then I'm not gonna pay this invoice. So I don't know if this is the same with your bank, but here I have the option to pay, and I can cancel the payment, yes. And then I will see this message right here, and I can do pay now, and that means that you have 30 minutes for it to pay, otherwise the order will be cancelled and you will not be able to buy the skin. What people do is they now check, okay, it had a high discount, is it actually worth to sell? So let's say that I had bought it for 15, I would look here, oh it sells for 18. I take a look here, always double check. I see, okay, minimal wear. Okay, I can sell it for 18, then we're gonna calculate how much do we make, and then you know if you made profit. Now you might ask me, how do I know that it's a good percentage? 25% is like the minimum. 25% and above, that's pretty good. If you can get a skin for 27%, you should probably buy it if it's a popular play skin. You should not buy Dopplers. Dopplers are usually too high discount and they are not profitable to flip. Now you will get a feeling for this the more skins you buy. And basically what you're gonna do is sell them for minus 10% discount, buy them for minus 27% discount. You will need to calculate the profit, and how you do that is, what you're gonna do is the buy price, for example 15.23, sell price was 18. So what you're gonna do is, for example, I sell the skin for 18 times 88 because the sales fee is 12%. If the sales fee is 6%, you do this, and if it's 2%, you do this. Pretty easy math. This is how much I'm gonna have left. Then you're gonna do this minus what you paid for, which is for example .32, and this is going to be the profit, 69. Nice. Now we don't actually care about the profit in an absolute matter, but we care about it relatively. So remember this, around 0.7. I paid 15.32. Now in order for me to calculate the profit percentage, I'm gonna do it like this. I don't know how to do it in any other way, but I'm gonna do 100 divided by what did you pay for the skin, is this, times 0.7 is your profit, and then you have a 4.56% profit, which is pretty good. You should aim for around 5 to 10% of profit. If you can get that comfortably, then you should be in the green zone, since you can sell these skins within 7 days. And now, the secret sniping trick. What is the trick in order to snipe skins the fastest way? Basically, what you're gonna do is live newest, and you're gonna click on this thing right here, because now the distance is much less to click like this and this. You need to be like this, and then buy the skin really fast. For example, so, and like that. Because if you want to click like this, it's the half second and it's gonna cost you some skins. But now the second thing that you need to do is hold down Ctrl and then scroll. You see, like the zoom is gonna get more zoomy. And you will need to find somewhere where it's most comfortable for you. If I go like this, it's much easier right now. Now, for the second method, which I call the buff method. For this you will need a little bit more capital in order to do this comfortably, but you can also do this with small capital and very high margins. Now, basically how this works is you have a place called Buff. And Buff163 is basically the biggest and the most reliable market for Steam for CSGO skins. They have the best prices, relatively, and they have the most volume. So, because that, we're gonna use that in order to buy skins on Buff, and we're gonna sell them on Skinport. Now, because Skinport has a lot of buyers, and people buy for tradable skins, we can have really high margins between these two. So let's say that a skin is worth 5 euros on Buff163. Usually that skin will be around 7 euros on Skinport, or maybe more. Now in that way we can just be the middleman of Buff and Skinport and sell those skins. How will this work? Well, you need to get some buff balance. And with that buff balance, then... Okay, how will this work? Well, you will need to get some buff balance. So this Chinese balance. There are a lot of ways in order to get buff balance. I'll make a video about it, but right now I don't have. So just search how to get buff balance and you will probably find a way how. Okay, so let me just take a look at this AKI Scold minimal wear. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna place a buy order for a skin that is profitable to flip. So let's say I put a buy order 860. I buy the skin for 860, okay? AK ice cold minimal wear. I go to Skinport. I go to this. I go cheapest first, minimal wear. What is the price? I see 10 euros right here. Now you know how to price check the skin. What am I going to sell it for? Probably around 9 euros, 9.50. Let's say 9.50. I'm gonna go right here, $8.60. Now you should put this really in euros, because then you don't have this annoying part where you need to convert the currency. So 7.80. So buy price is 7.80. Now a trick that I use is I go like this number, the buy price, 786 times 1.2. Now I have a trick to use, and this is 7.86, which is the buy price. So what's the buy price of the skin? Times 1.25. If you have a 1.25 multiplier, if you can sell the skin for 9.8 euros, that means that you have exactly 10% profit. And that's really what you should strive for. If you're gonna do this method, which takes a lot of time like waiting for tradable, you have to wait like 2 weeks, then you really need to have profit of 10 to 20%. So that's why put it for 1.25. Can you sell it for that price? Okay, then it's good. Now, actually, I can sell it for that price, so this will be a good skin. But what you're not gonna do is you're not gonna manually go every skin and then take a look at this. Oh, is it profitable? You're gonna be here for hours and you're only gonna buy 10 skins, which is 100 euros. And what, you're gonna make 10 euros, but you spent like 5 hours? That's not worth it. So that's why we're gonna use this site, which is Price Empire. Basically search Price Empire. Make sure you have the real site, which is priceempire.com, like this. Go to the site, log in, like me. And once you're logged in, you're gonna go to apps, comparison, click right here. Alright, so once you're on the price comparison, it will look something like this. You're gonna compare this from buff163. Make sure you have just this normal thing, don't have the buy order or something else, then it's not gonna work. Now, what does it do? It basically takes the buff163 price, that is this one, the cheapest sellable. Then compare it with this Skinport, just search Skinport, it's only one, and it will just look at the cheapest Skinport price at the moment. Then do 1 day, minimum volume is 10, quantity 0, 5. So how much quantity on Skinport, on buff? That doesn't matter, buff is really volume. And how much quantity on Skinport? You want 5 minimum. You want maybe like 10 minimum, but 5 is okay. Liquidity doesn't matter, just 0 is good, or you can put like 50. Like, doesn't matter. Then minimum ROI, minus 15. You can put minus 20, but minus 15 around that. Max ROI around 30. And then the price, this depends on how much balance you have. So let's say you don't have a lot of money, then you do something like this. If you have more money, then you're gonna put something like this to 39. And if you have more money, 109 to like 4. And just basically take a look at how much money do you have. That's what depends. And now one thing that you can do is put the ROI from biggest to lowest. Alright, so once you've done that, you will see the profit is not... You'll see like it's gonna be all these poop skins. And the reason is that it takes the cheapest Skinport price. But this price is usually... Let me just go to normal skin. This price is usually very high. Very low, I mean, because people put it for minus 27%. So, but we are gonna set it for more. So actually things that say ROI is minus can be actually profitable. Let me just try to show you this. Okay, minus 13%. It says the price is $10.1, which is around 9.8 euro, or like 9. I think it's okay 9.3. But we're gonna actually sell it for 11.25 USD. So that's why it will say minimum ROI, but it can be above 0. It can be profitable. So that's why I'm gonna do it from the volume from biggest to lowest. And what you're then gonna do is check all these skins. Don't look at the ROI that much. Okay, if it's like 3%, that's good. If it's more than 10%, probably you're not gonna make profit. still look at it. You never know. Basically just click like this, boom boom boom. Okay, Skinport price 420, it sells for 455. Okay, price is around 460 probably. Then take a look right here. How much can you put a buy order for? I'll just do buy order 4.11, but that is dollars. Let's take a look at euros, 376. Then you're gonna calculate the profit. So this is the sell price times 88, because 12% fee. So this is what you're gonna be left with. Then minus the buy price is this. Also take in consideration that if you buy buff balance for 2%, you're gonna lose a little bit more. So the profit will be like 20 cents. Okay, but this is the profit. Then how much is the relative profit? Now this is basically the buy price. So we're gonna do 100 divided by the buy price times the profit. We're gonna have 7.6%, which is a good profit. Then make the decision, am I gonna flip this? Am I not gonna flip this? If yes, put in the buy order, and you go on until you've spent all your money. Now, a little bit of a bonus for y'all. Let's say that you have a lot of time. What I did in like a year ago is I went like this, pistol. I went to every single pistol. I would look at every single exterior. I would see, okay, what skins are selling a high amount. For example, this one. And they're selling for a big range. So what skins are good to flip? And now I have like a list with all the skins that I know I can buy and I can sell. Now, of course, this changes every time. So like the list that I have is not gonna be good anymore. But there are still a few skins that are almost always good to flip and make like 20% profit. But you have to do that yourself. And let's just go to the next method. The bonus method. Now, what is the bonus method? I'm gonna tell you there is a way in order to get only 2% sales fee. And in this way you can actually sell your skins. And how do you do that? Okay, so Skinport has 2% sales fee if you sell private. That means you have to share the link. Now, you probably don't have anyone in your contacts right now that's going to buy the skin. So what we're gonna do is, Skinport has a Discord. Scroll down, click on the Discord thing, and your Discord should open. Then in the Discord, if you go to the Skinport Discord server, go to buy and sell, and then if you scroll down, you'll see it in this channel. A lot of people put their skins up for sale. And what it is that someone will say, let me take a look, DM me for private sale. So they put their skins up, for example this guy, for example this one right here, 1k, and then it's minus 10%, but this is on the whole Skinport, so everyone can see it. And then what you basically do is you say, yo bro, I want to buy the MG Bayonet, please make private sell. And you can say, oh, I only want to pay 900, but if you say private sell, it will put it for 10% cheaper, and he will get a 2% sales fee, and you will get a cheap knife. Now, what the thing is, you're just gonna look right here if you see anything that is max a few hours, max like 4 hours ago. For example, this one, you could try it. And what you can also do is put your skins up here and say DM for private sell price, or you can try to sell it to some people, and that's basically how it works. Now the great thing is that you only have 2% sales fee, and sometimes there are these things like this one. This one was minus 30%. I think you can flip this for a very good profit. And those gems, you just need to be lucky. But this is like, what I do is I log in, I check this thing, and I maybe check it 2 times a day. And one time I bought like 300 euros of items. And then this guy came back to me with all his skins. So that's really the power of this, because people will come to you if you bought a lot of skins from them. If you watched till this point of the video, then I believe you are worthy of getting this masterful spreadsheet. I've created this spreadsheet especially and solely for you guys. So what did I do? I made this very easy for you. You are gonna click the link in the description for the spreadsheet. You're gonna go to File, make a copy. Then you will have your own one. Rename it to anything you would like. Then this is how it works. So it will be empty, or now I'll just keep this for example. Okay, so you're just gonna delete everything and we're gonna start blank. So once you buy a skin on Skinport, let's say that I go to my transactions, let's say I bought this skin, okay? Oh, let me just do it like this, expand. Let's say I bought the skin. I'm gonna copy the name like this, and then you're gonna click right here and paste in the name. Then if it's a weapon, you can type it in here. If it's a certain float, for example minimal wear, you can type it in there. That's up to you. I find it useful at least to say minimal wear, but that's up to you. Then notes, let's say it has 4 times Rob's sticker, that's worth like 40 euros. Type it in here, anything that you want. Then the date per searched. So I'm gonna look here, okay, December 6th. So I'm gonna do 6/12. Now that was 2023, but for example it doesn't matter. Then the price, okay, I bought it for 3 euros. Is it on sale? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna wait till it's tradable, of course. Okay, it's tradable. I'm gonna put it up for sale. I'm gonna put it for the price of 3.89. Then I'm gonna say yes, it's for sale. What you can actually do, if it's not for sale, you can say no. And then it's red. That's cool, guys. And then what you can do is date sold. Let's say that it has sold on 14 December. You're just gonna put it like that. Of course, it was on sale. And it will be grayed out so you know which ones are sold and which ones are not. So now it's really easy for you to do this. And I designed this especially for ease of use. Now what you will also see is that the profit and the profit is right here. And it's also green. So if I copy this and I paste it like this, I change this one to lower profit, you will see this one is white, this one is green. Because you made more profit. And if I do it one more time and I say this one was 3, you'll see this one is the whitest because you made the less profit. I just did it really easy for you so you can see, okay, what made me the most money. Now, one thing that is very nice is I made a Skinport profit calculator. So here you can put in the buy price, sell price, then you'll see how much profit and the profit in percentage. So let's say I put 5 and 5. Then I have minus 12. And I made this for the 12% fee, 6% and the 2% fee. And now you can just like really easy, okay, I buy this for 3, sell it for 3.5. And then you know how much am I going to make. Also the quick tip of 1.25, but I already explained that. Now, that was basically all. So if you're still here, I'd say thank you for watching and please like and subscribe.